This is MMA Oddsmaker.
Okay, moving on to the third fight from today's Oddsbreaker segment, the Ultimate Fighter 16 finale, a battle between the big boys, Shane Carwin and Roy Nelson. Now, Damon, we're going to start off with you first. One of the trickiest lines I had to come out with out of the 4 fights that we are breaking today, it's going to be Shane Carwin minus 200. The comeback on Roy Nelson is going to be plus 150. Damon, give me your take and give me your bet.
This is another one, kind of like the Rich Franklin-Kung Lee fight. It's not an easy fight to pick, but I would say I'm going to favor Roy Nelson in this fight slightly. And the reason I say that is because Roy Nelson has been so active over the last couple of years. He's a guy who has beaten basically everyone he's fought outside of the top of the division, the Frank Mears and the Junior Dos Santoses. I like Shane Carwin a lot. I'm a big Shane Carwin fan. I think he's a dominating heavyweight, but the time off, the weight loss, all the different things he's gone through in the last couple of years since he's been out, the neck injury, all these different things, it always scares me to pick a fighter coming back from that long of a layoff with injuries and surgeries and things like that. So I'm going to favor Roy Nelson because I think that he is still a top 10 level heavyweight. This is not an easy fight to pick, however.
Okay, so you are going to go with the dog money in a competitive fight. It's plus 150, so it's going to be 500 to win 750. Now let's throw it over to Brett. Brett, is it going to be Roy Nelson or Shane Carwin?
Well, I thought Damon did a good job of breaking it down. It's just not a fight that I feel real comfortable going with either way. Just because if we would have made this matchup, let's say 3 years ago, I think Shane Carwin would be a much heavier favorite, maybe a minus 300, minus 325, whatever it is. But because he's had these health problems, he's undergone surgery, he's been out forever, we just don't really know what to expect when this guy comes back. So this might be a line that you keep an eye on, and then once some videos are coming out of Shane Carwin, he's giving some interviews and the media gets to him a little bit and you get a better sense of where he's at physically, then you'll know which way you want to go. But stylistically, this fight, I think, favors Shane Carwin so much that I have to stay with Shane Carwin. He's just better on his feet than Roy Nelson, I believe. Roy, when he gets tired, he goes straight to that right hand. I think Carwin's defense is a little underrated. The one time he got beat up real bad by Dos Santos, it was because of that quick jab. Roy Nelson doesn't have Dos Santos' jab. And I also think that Shane Carwin could probably get this fight to the ground if he wants to, if he's healthy. So I'm kind of banking on the fact that he is healthy. But we'll have to see. We'll have to watch The Ultimate Fighter, see how he looks on the show. But I'm going to stick with Shane Carwin at minus 200.
Okay, so Brett is going to go with the slight juice, minus 200, so it's going to be $1,000 to win $500 on Shane Carwin over Roy Nelson. Now, a lot to be played out still on the season of The Ultimate Fighter. The fight's not happening until December 1st, so I'm sure we're going to see the line bounce up and down a little bit, and a lot of eyes are going to be tuned in to The Ultimate Fighter Season 16. So keep an eye out before you make your selections here.
Well, that's it for another episode of MMA Oddsbreakers. I want to thank our 2 special guests, Damon Martin and Brett Okamoto, for joining us. Great information as always, guys. Thanks a ton. And don't forget to start looking for the lines that Nick broke right here on the show to start popping up at the sport books throughout the coming week.
And also, you can check out our website, MMAOddsbreaker.com, or follow us on Twitter at MMA Oddsbreaker. For Miguel Literati, I'm Nick Kalikas saying until next time, enjoy the fights.